Hello everyone, welcome to This Week in Comics. We're in Comic Connections as we are every week. I'm Sid, I'm your host for the week. This is comics coming out on the 4th of April. However, the video is going out a day late because we had bank holidays and Easter and I just blame Jesus, yeah? So let's get into it. Okay, we're doing 10 this week because it's a really heavy week and there's loads in. It's really positive. Some of my favourite books are shipping. I'm going to start off with Batman White Knight issue 7. So, of course, we have most of these in stock still, so it isn't too late to jump in. Although I'm starting to hear now the cries of, I'm waiting for the trade. So if you are a trade waiter, I reckon this is going to be about 6 months away. I'm hoping there's going to be some lovely hardcover editions. I've already got all the issues. I'm going to be doing that anyway. White Knight 7. There's 2 issues left. If you're not on board, yeah, maybe you want to wait. It's up to you. But either way, I know most of you are getting this and you're happy, so cool. Double pick this week for Batman 44. So you've got the regular cover there, but you've also got the wedding dress variant there. And if you're the kind of guys who buy variant covers for wedding dresses, then you're the same as me, apparently, because I've taken both of these. I'm an idiot. But you know what? I'm loving the Tom King Batman run. It's been absolutely fantastic, as I've said many, many times. Do you think he's going to marry Catwoman? I don't. I think she'll die and then he'll blame himself and it'll be like, oh no, I've got to be Batman forever and no one loves me and everyone I know dies. But it'll be really good. I didn't make it sound like it'll be good, but it'll be good. The biggest release this week for us is Sonic the Hedgehog issue 1. We have, believe it or not, 90 copies of this in shop. So we've ordered heavy to get all the incentives. There's this cover, the other cover, loads of variant covers. It's the first time in 25 years there's been a really good jumping on point, a year zero for Sonic the Hedgehog. The Archie comics are done. We can put that behind us, like the Star Wars Expanded Universe. This is where Sonic begins from now. So if you or someone you know likes Sonic the Hedgehog and you want to get in on the ground level, issue 1, the first one in 25 years, we have plenty in store, so come in and see us. The big one from Marvel this week is, without a question, Venomized issue 1. So this is a weekly event, meaning issue 2 next week, issue 3 the week after, blah, blah, blah. You know what weekly means, I hope, otherwise why are you watching this? There's loads of variants for this as well, including most every book from Marvel this month has a Venomized incentive cover. We don't go all in on variants, but for the 30th anniversary of Venom, we have gone all in and we have every single variant and every single cover of Venom and Venomized and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot. If Venom variants your bag, come and see us. If you just want a fun weekly story featuring loads of symbiotes, Venomized 1 in store from today. The other big one from Marvel this week, and it carries on carrying on just fine, is Amazing Spider-Man 798. Now the big question is, will we finally get the first appearance of the Red Goblin? I kind of consider that to be some of the variant covers from the last few months, but apparently they don't count, so who knows. Yeah, it's Dan Slott finishing off his epic 10-year run on Spider-Man. I'm here right until the bitter end, and then when the reboot with the new guys, I'll be there as well. Spider-Man, you know what I'm like. So let's get a bit more variety into the shop. This is Xerxes issue 1. Sesame Xerxes. So the whole idea of this, if you saw Frank Miller's movie, which was directed by Zack Snyder, of 300, you remember when we all liked Zack Snyder? This is the sequel to that, pseudo sequel to that. So it plays fast and loose with fiction, with history. You can play fast and loose with fiction, that's the point. And it's Frank Miller typical, yep, over the top, blood, guts, gore and violence, exactly as you might expect from the sequel to 300. We've ordered this quite heavily because Frank Miller used to be a big deal. I'm not sure if he still is. You guys are going to tell us. If you come in and buy this, Frank Miller's still a big deal. If not, then you've killed him. You've killed Frank Miller. It's your fault. Moving over to Image, which is always super popular with us in graphic novel, we have started to try more and more books. We have Analog issue 1. So for the people who come in store who don't like to wait for the graphic novel and they want to get on board with the original first prints from day one, we are trying out a few more Image books. As you can tell when you come in store, our indie section is pretty packed out these days. You do have to dig through it to find some books, which isn't ideal, but we have highlighted Analog number 1, so hopefully that's going to be easy for you to find. And we like to showcase at least one indie book a week. So the creator-owned Image stuff does tend to get our showcase. We have another issue 1 from Image this week, and it is Isola issue 1. I think I pronounced that right. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. It is a fantasy book with really beautiful artwork. That's what's drawn me to this. It's got this beautiful big splash page, which really reminds me of Planetary, when they did that beautiful splash page in like issue 1 or 2. Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but it's caught my eye because it is a stunning looking book. So I look forward to taking this home, and hopefully some of you will come in store, check it out and read it and try something new that isn't Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, or the usual stuff I talk about every week, because that's the stuff I really like. Also from DC this week is The Curse of Brimstone issue 1. So I've covered a lot of these New Age of Heroes books by now with their fold-out gatefold covers. If you've been enjoying this, check this one out. If you haven't been enjoying this, skip it. Simple as that. The idea of this line is they put the artists first, not the writers. But you know what? They're already behind on some of the books. So not the best of starts, DC. And making a long overdue return to the shelves of Comic Connections is Spawn, issue 284. I remember when issue 1 came out. How has this been going so long? Yeah, we haven't had this in store for like 10 years, but just recently there's been a bit of a buzz around Spawn online. So rather than just getting it in for our trusted standing order customers, we're getting it back on the shelf as well. So, you know, vote with your dollars. If you buy this, we'll keep getting it for the shelf. If you don't, we won't. That's how it works. My graphic novel pick this week is, without a doubt, X-Men Grand Design by Ed Piskor. Now, you might remember a couple of months back I mentioned Hip Hop Family Tree, the award-winning Hip Hop Family Tree. This is by the same creator, and he's doing a revisionist take on all of the X-Men's history. So he's condensing 50 years of X-Men history down into one book. It also includes a reprint of issue 1, which isn't very good. But the rest of the book is. Like, X-Men issue 1, just like, it hasn't aged well. Sorry, Stan Lee, sorry, Jack Kirby, it just hasn't. But this book is stunning, and I'm looking forward to getting my teeth into it. So that's it for this week. It's a really big week for comics. I could have easily picked like another 10 books to talk about, and like 5 graphic novels. There's just loads in at the minute. We have Leamington Comic Con coming up in 2 weekends' time. Tickets are still available. Kids get in free. Other than that, what's going on? We have a 2 for 20 deal going on with Pops for the next couple of weeks. We also have our Easter trail hunt going on for another week and a half. Even though Easter is now behind us, it's still the kids' holiday, so that's still going on. That's it. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm right. Either is good. And we will be back next week, hopefully on Wednesday morning, not Thursday. And we will talk about comics, because that's what this is about.